we got a special request. We've got a young teenager wants to come hunting tomorrow, so we're going to put a blind up. You're going to watch me put this blind up for this kid, this young hunter. And listen, this is the most pleasing thing that I can do. We have to help these kids that want to have a curiosity about hunting. Let them go out, help them. Let them know what hunting is. Hunting is not killing, it's experiencing nature, it's seeing animals, it's listening to the wind, seeing the birds. It's all these things that they don't get to see on the city concrete and the asphalt streets. They don't get to see that. So they have no idea. Some of these kids have no idea what's out here. None. So today, I am very happy to put this blind up, and I'm going to put this blind up. They're going to come in here tomorrow morning, and we're going to pray that he's successful. Because to me, now listen, I'm a whole lot older than a teenager, but to me, this is a whole lot better than behind a computer game or a phone screen, if you get my meaning. Now, if you'll notice, all the stuff I'm cutting out, I'm putting the blind behind the dog fennels. But all the stuff I'm cutting out, put it off to the side, save it, don't throw it away, because all that stuff is going to be used to brush the blind in. Okay. Got all the stuff that I've cut out over here. We're fixing to open the blind up. We're going to put it in the hole. But now here's the kicker. That deer, if this place is completely changed and you just throw a pop-up blind out here and it's out in the middle of the wide open, if somebody comes in your living room and puts up a tent in your living room, will you notice it? Yeah, pretty much. So here's what we've done. We've left as much vegetation around it, natural. We left it up, we didn't cut it down. We cut a big enough hole to put our blind in. Now we're going to put the blind in this hole, and now we're going to brush it in. Okay, that is probably about the toughest part of this whole thing, is putting one of these things up. It's like trying to wrestle an octopus. You don't know what arm to get first. So we got this up. Now we're fixing to put it in the hole. started brushing it in, but I left all the natural vegetation in front of it. Now we're going to take all the vegetation that we cut out of the hole where we put it inside. We're going to put it back around it. Okay, so I've gone inside. I've made sure there's no leaves, nothing that's going to make any noise. Now I've got to open we're only going to have one shooting window on this blind because behind us here is the small food. Of course the dad will be here with him, but there's only going to be one shooting window. So we're going to clear the shooting window, and then we're going to brush around all the way around. All we want to do is just work this vegetation in around it. Okay, what we did is we run out of vegetation that was around the blind. So we just went and we cut some more vegetation that's native to this area right here where it is. And now we're just going to continue to feed this up on here. And listen, if you can bring ropes, parachute cord, something like that, tie it to some of these loops that are on your blind or whatever it is. If not, just throw it up there. Eventually you're going to get enough that it's going to intertwine itself, and the only problem we're going to have with that is going to be the wind. If the wind doesn't pick up tonight and blow it off, then it'll be there tomorrow when they come hunt. Okay, you see, there's no method to this madness. You just simply keep putting stings on there. Let's just say you're a kid, you're in the backyard, you want to build a fort. How would you do it? You already have the structure is the blind. Now you have to put something around it. So it could be pine boughs, it could be limbs, it could be sagebrush, it could be sweet gum, little sweet gum trees, whatever is here. And you can see what we've got so far. This thing is starting to brush in. We're almost finished with it. Well, we have an enemy doing this today. We have the front coming in. It's blowing so hard that it almost blew the blind down. what do you think? Just don't leave your blind out like a sore thumb. Have something around it so that the deer come out, it's not there and immediately peg it, and that's it. The gig's up, they're gone. So have something around it where it looks like the natural vegetation around the area. Well, wouldn't it be good if we could just find an invisible blind to put up and sit in it, and even make us invisible? But this is another thing. Predominantly in the wintertime, the wind is going to be out of the north. So I've set this up on the east side of the food plot. The food plot is behind us, and our north wind is actually going to be coming from this direction and blowing this way. This is nothing but a sheer thicket below us. So we expect the deer to be behind us. Let me show you the food plot. Here's our food plot. We expect the deer to come from this area right here. So everything on the right side is planted pines that they planted a year and a half ago. It's just thick vegetation, and they will bed in that. And then you'll see in the very back is a part of the very back, and then around this side where the blind is a sheer thicket right there, and then there it is. So do what you can to hide anything that you are going to put out there, especially and probably blowing gusts up to 25 right now. I'll have to come back